Why do I get the feeling that whenever I drink this coffee, it's going to be scalding hot and I'm going to burn my tongue off? Oh, just the right warmth, actually. All right, so, uh, this is staying right here. If you don't have a place to put them, just stick it with you. All right, so first things first. When it comes to advice, I think I put life advice. I don't know if I put life advice. I think I did. But I also put YouTube advice. One of the things for YouTube is don't make a YouTube channel expecting success. Because if you do that, like I did, your channel will flop completely. To be completely honest, whenever I started YouTube, I thought, I'm going to be a small YouTuber. And as YouTube started recommending my own videos and my videos started shooting up, I was like, am I really going to get popular this fast? And so I tried to capitalize off of Thomas stuff because I saw I was getting those views. That died out, and now look at me. Just barely holding with scraps, molecule by molecule, of a Krabby Patty. I'm referencing that one episode in SpongeBob where Plankton gets trapped in a time capsule. Anyways, so first, I'm going to show off the more meaningful one that I have, the one that's most special to me, the one that I'd be in tears if I lost, and that is the Star Scream, this animated Star Scream. Now you may be wondering, what is so special about this? Well, I believe that I have shown this off before, but it's been years since I have, if I have. And that is because I see this as a symbol of friendship. And the reason why is because my buddy, one of my best buddies out there, my childhood friends, actually gave this to me. Like, we were close, as in, like, really close, kind of close. So he was my next door neighbor, and he's moved away. And I'm pretty sure that he's in college right now. I haven't heard from him. This is before the iPhone existed, by the way, if I'm not mistaken. But this is before YouTube. Actually, this is whenever YouTube was first made, but like wasn't a popular site. Because I think it was made in 2007. Either way, basically, he gave this to me because I thought it was cool. And I've always held on to this. Yeah, it's getting loose. That's why the plastic's broken. Anyways, now I have a McDonald's animated Ratchet and animated Optimus Prime, but I lost both of them. And I'm still pretty torn about that, actually. I have a feeling that I know where Ratchet is, but not Prime. He's been long gone. They've been long gone for years. And I'm still a bit upset about that. But the animated Optimus Prime kind of scratched that itch where I was missing animated Prime, but we'll get to him in a minute. But first, let's just show animated Starscream off. McDonald's animated Starscream. Something that bothers me about this figure, though, is that his wing orientation is ridiculous. So, I don't know if you knew this, but Starscream, animated Starscream, is based off of a Su-47, which is why he has 4 swept wings. And a Su-47 is a jet developed by the Russians in the 1980s. And it was a prototype of like a fast fighter jet, and eventually that led to the Su-57, which is what's being used now as a response to the F-22 and F-35. So let's just get this guy transformed. Pretty simple transformation. There's like all the McDonald's Transformers. Open. Oh, there we go. Now, I don't know if you know what bugs me about this, but his wings are swept down still in robot mode, and that bugs me substantially. So what you have to do is that you have to do this to orientate the wings properly. It looks like he's just killed Megatron, which technically he offline Megatron in the show, but like this figure suffers in both robot mode and jet mode. And the reason why is because the back of the jet mode is not very clean, not very uniform. But for the robot mode, it's all right. The only thing is that like you have to lift up his arms for correct wing orientation. But I mean, he's still holds a special place in my heart. I love this guy. I love this figure. Simply because of the fact that like it's essentially a symbol of friendship. I need to get back with my friend. I won't say his name for privacy reasons, but I'm sure he's on Facebook or something. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And you know what, let's just start off with my first animated figure, because why not? Grimlock. I have lost his sword. That has been gone for years, and it saddens me deeply, and hopefully I can find one on eBay, because he needs a sword. But his light piping, you can go nom 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 nom. Oh my goodness, I love this gimmick. In fact, when I was a child, you can kind of see some French fry crumbs in there. I used to feed him food. Why is there dead grass in there? I gotta find a way to clean inside there. Also, so these are on ball joints, which the ball joints themselves are actually clear plastic. But after all these years, it has not broken on me. So let's get this guy transformed, shall we? Work with me, Grimlock. I haven't transformed him in a while. Oh, I forgot to to split the tails. Flip the tails. Split the tails. And you're just gonna... This, I love doing this because this is so much fun and so clever too. Especially this. Like, I feel like the Legacy doesn't know how to like split the legs properly. And this, if I'm not mistaken, this is kind of like a G1 toy, where you just put the dino head behind the back. Also love flipping this up and down. It's just such a satisfying sound. There we go. Here is Grimlock. Oh no, I do believe that is my family. That is, I have to cut the live stream short, which will be unfortunate, and then I'll have to make shorts on all of the figures. I really hope that's not my family, because again, I had to cut the live stream short. For now, Grimlock will be placeholder for me. He's also... Close your hands. Why is your thumb so stiff? There we go. Good gracious. You have early onset rigor mortis. Grimlock, stay here and stand guard. Nope, my family's not here, but I better go get my phone and text my mom to just text me when she's come home with the family. Okie dokie. I have my phone with me. So not only will I have flashlights for light piping, but texted her. So let's just try flashlight for the light piping. It has really nice light piping. I personally love this figure. It was my first true animated figure. And so next, oh, wow, that was a fail. Okay. Next, my biggest regret is not collecting until very recently. Well, hey, 2025 is going to be a good year for collecting Transformers, but so is 2023. 2023 was amazing. Anyways, animated Lockdown. I only got the Activators version. I don't think I ever found the... What was he? Wasn't he a deluxe class back in the day? And he was like gigantic? Or was he a Voyager? I don't remember. Well, you know what? I have my phone right here. He was good gracious. Deluxe class, and he's like bigger than a Voyager. That's ridiculous. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Anyways, this is Baby Brother, I guess. I don't know why I got Activators. I think it's because of the blue. I think it's the one that says the Siege Optimus. I don't have Siege Optimus. I had the Galaxy Upgrade version of Siege Optimus, actually. So I don't know if that's like same scale or not, but I mean, also I out of all of my Optimus Primes, I would consider that G1 Cybertronian. Do you have the Earthrise? I wish I had the Earthrise one. That would be so awesome. That would be my definitive G1 Prime. But I do not. I didn't have the Earthrise one. I do have the Core Class Kingdom one. He's as tall as Earth. Okay. I really want to get my hands on him, but I can't find him anywhere, and I didn't know that the War for Cybertron trilogy was going on because it wasn't advertised like it used to be, like back in 2007. So on to the Activators. Lockdown. Something that I hate about Lockdown figures is that they always have a Decepticon symbol on them. Always. I get it. It's to like show it's authentic, but like Hasbro's released toys without an insignia on it. So why not do the same with Lockdown? It always gets on my skin. It really does. Yeah, they should, but I do really like the One-Step Changers and the Smash Changers. I'm really eyeing up that Earthrise Optimus Prime. They actually have a Bumblebee, a Megatron, and I think it's Twitch. But I saw one figure of each in the Walmart, so there's like literally 4 things, and I was like, oh, I ain't buying it today because I ain't got no money, but it's cheaper on Amazon, so I'm gonna get that. The Optimus Prime is cheaper on Amazon, but they retail for $10. They have the One-Step. Yeah, so the Soundwave, well, those flip changers or whatever, you literally just toss them on the ground. They made the Falling Bread meme as JCC2224 pointed out. And to be completely honest, those do not tickle my fancy of one-step changers, because all you're doing is just throwing them onto the ground. Eventually, that thing is gonna just shatter. Unless the thing is made out of some kind of like plastic that can absorb shock, which I highly doubt that they are, because Hasbro wouldn't use that type of plastic. Probably because it would not only affect the transformation, but also because it'd be expensive. So that thing would shatter. You know, if they actually need to make a shatter figure where you can do that, so it'll actually shatter. It's ironic. Her brother, I think they're brother and sister. I've always seen them as brother and sister. It's ironic that Dropkick shattered. Well, kind of exploded, then shattered. But yeah, Shadow was actually crushed by a cargo ship. Anyways. So, if I remember correctly, we just push on this. Yep, there we go. So, there we go. This is kind of what I want One Step Changers to be, but not exactly. So, I would really like One Step Changers to be, like, as articulated as this, but the whole transformation is done for you. I know that sounds a bit lazy, but, like, the whole point of One Step Changers is to do the whole transformation for you. Oh, missed that. Okay. I've always wanted the Activator's TFA sound. I haven't seen that. Although, given this, I'm pretty sure that he'd be awesome. And speaking of Soundwave, he's going to come in a little bit later. Something that I like to do here is that I don't know why these mushroom pegs are here, but I like to do this. I don't know why. But as you can see here, we have no hook hands. And I guess I chose this lockdown because, well, I first saw him in the show, and I was like, oh, he's such a cool character. And I really liked him. And I saw this blue one, and if my memory serves me correct, this was the first one that I saw, and thought, oh, that's Lockdown, and got him. And then when I rewatched the show, I was like, wait a minute, he's green. My toy's blue. What? So, yeah, it is what it is. Another thing is that back in the day, they had pinned wheels. Like, for something this small, it has pinned wheels and this amount of detail. Which, I mean, hey, I ain't complaining. It's a little fiddly to get... Oh, speaking of articulation, everything's on ball joints except for the head. His feet are on ball joints to transform as well. Also, the Legacy Lockdown. Whenever I heard Lockdown was getting a new toy, I was actually really excited, but I was terrified because I felt like they were going to put a Decepticon symbol on it. They did not. They did the Star Raiders thing, which... No, I'm sorry. They did put a Decepticon symbol on him. And I am extremely mad about that. Oh yeah, something I like to do is in robot mode is put this down. Forgot about that. I don't know what purpose that serves, really. Just gonna tuck all this back in. And there it is. This is always a little bit fiddly. I hate this part. Are you cooperating? Did you cooperate with me? To be fair, I don't think that Star Raider Lockdown is supposed to be any specific incarnation of Lockdown. He's being lazy. Yeah, but he has like the head of the Revenge of the Fallen Lockdown from the comics. So speaking of Lockdown, why not we do the Legacy Lockdown? So when I first got this in hand, well, when I first saw the product images, I was like, yeah, that's Lockdown, but like I prefer if we didn't have all these modifications. And then I got this lockdown's like, oh, he has a car, right? So technically, I just need to do this. Get the hook off if I don't break it, and take off these exhaust pipes. My brother pointed out that this makes no sense because he has a blower and exhaust pipes. This looks a bit more faithful to his original incarnation. But he's modular, and I think I got hit by a QC issue because one of the arms always pops off every time that I try to transform him, which is a pain. Let's just get these two thingies off. And then we have this truck. I love Lockdown, I just appreciate the Voyager. You know, yeah, I can see that. Voyager Lockdown would be pretty cool. Yeah, I can see that. Also, if scale is a thing, pretty sure that this animated Optimus Prime would be in scale with Grimlock because he's a T-Rex, but I'm not positive on that. And I just showed a sneak peek. And it sounds like Moose is going into his doghouse. Alright. How do I do this again? Right. Oh, it appears that he's cooperating with me this time. That's good. It's always good. So I hate this figure because he's modular. So like I can go get my Legacy Evolutions Hotshot and combine him with this, but I feel like it's a bit inhumane. Now I feel a bit weird saying it's inhumane because it's a toy, but I don't know. It just feels a bit inhumane. I also like these butterfly joints because you can do a tough guy pose, and you'll see what I mean in just a minute. Using the waist swivel as a transformation. I feel like it's just a crutch, but whatever. You cooperate with me, please. Thank you. Just gonna. Why aren't you? Oh, that's why. Forget how to transform this thing half the time. And there we go. His arm falls off. Hate that. You see, 2224 would say, like, love that. I can do like this tough guy pose. Oh boy. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and tap these in, and there we go. We got animated lock, kinda animated lockdown. I'll just split it looks like this into an A stance, and there we go. We got what appears to be an approximation of animated lockdown. And then we got all these accessories here, all these accessories. So what we're gonna do is that we're just gonna doink. This is how I'd have him configured, with the blower on his right arm as an EMP blaster that he stole from Ratchet, and his hook hand that he stole from... Wait, was it actually canonically said if he stole it from another bot that he killed? I can't remember. Anyways, but to save on like storage with these extra pieces, what what I like to do is that I just do a small little compromise, and I get it. I just like to do this. I mean, he's all right. It's more gun-like, but it just doesn't exactly scream lockdown. Let me put the smokestacks up here. Why did I call them smokestacks? Wait. They're really inhumane. You know what? That's true. Whenever lockdown essentially takes the trophies, it's not inhumane to take them apart. I still find it a bit inhumane because he's retool and recolor. Wait, who's impossible to get retail for? This lockdown? And there goes his leg. Hey, look at that! Wow, you can really do the pirate peg leg thing. I wish the chat would just like stay, so like I could see if anybody said anything. I don't know. I prefer to keep his exhaust pipes like this on his shoulders instead of on his wheels. I don't know why. Good gracious, $41? That is a lot. Although I have a more expensive transformer that costs one. Gracious, so he's now the price of a commander in a Voyager for deluxe. I guess he's on sale. You're kidding. That is ridiculous. Oh, also, if you wanted to, you can really just do this, but like scalpers scalpers will never win. They will never take your money. You can do this if you want to, but like again, I prefer to have them together for an EMP blaster. He's fun and all. I've flicked him back and forth many times, but like he's not one of those transformers. Hello. Oh. Hello, do you know Thomas the Tech Agent? I do indeed. I do indeed know Thomas the Tech Agent. I've met him many times. Anyways, I mean, he's not a bad figure, but like, there's just a few things left to be desired with this figure, in my opinion. And I guess I'll just show you the QC issues that I have with him whenever I put him back in truck or car mode or whatever it is. I honestly have no idea what he's supposed to transform into. I showed my brother and he had no clue. He said that the car mode resembled something that I can't remember, but I forgot. And there goes his leg. Work with me. Work with me. And now he's doing the jazz pose. Oh. Do I watch the new All Engines Go show? No, I do not, but I've seen clips on it on Twitter. We don't have cable. And to be completely honest, I don't really care to watch the reboot. That's not saying that I hate the reboots. I did back 2020, but I mean, now I really just don't care. And there goes his what are these? Do I dare call them doors? Anyways, now I really don't care. If you like it, you like it. You know, more power to you. But I prefer the model series because that's what I grew up with. I'm so happy for the 80th anniversary of Thomas, like the player rail thing, but the price I've heard is ridiculous, and I can't find him anywhere. And yet all my friends on Twitter find him. I'm like, where are you finding him? And I'm like, Amazon. I'm like, I looked there. He ain't there. Keep forgetting how to do these arms. Again, like, I flick this figure back and forth, but I always forget how to transform him. And one of his arms are going to pop off. I just know it. Really? Did they make that now? I can feel the... I can... Oh? Is his arm going to cooperate with me? Is this going to be a first time that his arm's going to cooperate? Nope, it's not. Oh... QC issues, how I love you. Speaking of QC issues, every transform that I got for Christmas has had QC issues. Stay tabbed in. Oh, that's why you're not tabbed in. There we go. Every transform that I got for Christmas has had QC issues, except for Rung and Masterpiece Skids and Wants to Change Your Wheeljack. The others, they've had QC issues. Which is a bit unfortunate. Especially Vector Prime. My goodness, like he was hit with QC issues in ship mode and in robot mode. It was ridiculous. So, I guess since I teased this small Prime, we'll show him. So, again, this small little guy, like Scout class, Core class, whatever you want to call it. The G1 transformation, kinda. This is like the Generations. Yeah, Generations was around before 2008. So it's simple thing here. Hello. Really like the battle mask that he has. It's really cool. Something I'm not a fan of is like these things sticking out. But I mean, then again, you can't really get them into any really dynamic poses. I mean, the only articulation that you have is just ball-jointed elbows, not shoulders. But you do have ball-jointed elbows that can work as bicep rotations. And you got elbows and this and this. That's really all you got. So, I mean, you can look down into his chest. But I mean, you also get this. And they released the Flying Scotsman too. I thought that was a custom. To be completely honest, I really thought that was. I saw pictures of it and I was like, neat custom. So, there we go. We got this small little Optimus Prime. The reason why I got this, I got this off of eBay for, I think, I don't know how many dollars. I think it was 20 or something like that. Anyways, the reason why I got this is because there were rumors of animated Prime coming out in Legacy. And I personally did not believe the rumors. And I just decided to buy this. And lo and behold, Legacy produced Motormaster after Animated Prime, I'm like, Still. I'm also quite surprised, but at the same time not surprised that they released Motormaster, like animated Motormaster. The reason why I'm not surprised is because he was a BotCon exclusive, so not everybody was able to get him. But I feel like the BotCon exclusive has probably lost value because Legacy was then at regular retail. You could get him for like $30 if you missed out. Speaking of missing out, first animated Legacy figure, Prowl. We talked about this last live stream. And again, I mean, he's pretty cool. His Ninja Stars are pretty cool. Why did I call them Ninja Stars? What's wrong with me? Shurikens. Shurikens are pretty cool. They retained the original gimmick. Kinda. Wait, does that? No, I thought Motormaster's axe had a Decepticon symbol on it. I was like, really? Anyways, I mean, hello, Mr. Olive. That is actually a really good username, Mr. Olive. I like that. I don't like olives, but like, Mr. Olive is a pretty cool username. Not gonna lie. Anyways, I wish his eyes were longer, like in the show, but I mean, they try to G1-ify this. But I mean, I think for the most part, they did a decent job. For the most part. So let's just get this guy transformed, because why not? I'm sitting on my feet, and now they are numb. This is not fun. This is not fun. Ouch. Ouch. The pins and needles. Ouch. Okie dokie. Okay. Oh, yeah. What got you into Transformers? The 2007 movie. That's what got me into Transformers. So, thank you, Clock, for interrupting me. Every live stream, that Clock interrupts me. Every live stream. I kid you not. If you were to go back to every live stream, like where I stream here, the Clock interrupts me every single time. Anyways, what do we want to do? We want to bring these down. It's been a while. No, wait. We need to twist the waist like this. Bring this up. My feet are asleep. Pins and needles. This sucks, bro. Oh yeah. Just do this, then, or maybe not. Yoink. Now, I've always had an issue with Prowl's head not staying in place whenever I do this. Yep, there we go. See, it's out of place. I know this because my uncle owns motorcycles. Stay in place, please. Just gonna. You are a pain in the keister. Yoink. There we go. Perfect. And what do we want to do now? We want to bring this forward. I'm not paying attention to the chat right now, so if you put something in there, I will see it in just a minute. That does not mean like spam the chat with curse words. Oh, that reminds me. So I've seen a lot of curse words in my comment section. Don't put curse words in my comment section, please. It's just like this policy that I have, kind of an unspoken policy, but I'm going to do a video on it eventually. And it's basically just a no cursing. No cursing on my Minecraft server. No cursing in my comment section, because kids just roam YouTube now, because YouTube is essentially made as babysitters. But yeah, plus I don't want any cursing in oh, that's why I'm struggling here. I forgot to do this. I don't want any cursing in my chat nor in the comments. My dad was a sailor, so I've had enough experience with cursing. Well, he technically was a sailor. He was in the Coast Guard. And let's just say that me and my dad, like, we're not on the greatest of terms, to be completely honest. I want to speak out, but I want to find a way to speak out properly. And my close friends know about him, and, well, let's just say that they're not a fan of him. Spoken out about him on Twitter before, many times. You can start a podcast, that way you can open. Yeah, maybe. All right, and here he is in motorcycle mode. Again, there was a Revenge of the Fallen motorcycle, and I feel like they did a way better job with that than this. Because essentially all this is doing is, like, we're just making Prowl do yoga. That's essentially what Transformers are just robots that are just doing yoga as car parts form around them. Something I like to do is that I like to take this off and just do that. I never had the original Prowl figure, which is a bit unfortunate. Now, a friend of mine who actually helped me with my profile picture, my current profile picture on Twitter, he has, I think, 3 animated Prowls, which is ridiculous, but hey, you know, and what's even crazier is that he is a G1er, and yet he loves animated. Like, animated is his baby, essentially. Also, for some reason, I always find that, like, that converting Transformers into robots from cars or vehicles is always easier. I don't know why. That might just be me. But gosh darn it. Get your head out of there. Wait. Get your head out of your chest. That's that is a sentence that I never thought I'd say. All right. Something really neat about this figure is that his left hand is made specifically for his shurikens, while his right hand is 5mm compatible, while also being compatible for his shurikens, which I think is pretty neat and pretty clever. There we go. Okie dokie. Just gonna put this back. Now I'm gonna check the chat. Do I like any other shows? I like a show called Duck Dynasty. That is definitely a very funny show. I don't know if you've heard of it nor watched it, but it's really good. Whoa, I went up too far. All right. Do I plan on buying a new CGI line because motorized? They also include the white running board lamp for Thomas. Really? I'm not a fan of the CGI stuff. I might buy it if I see it and come across a good deal. So, I don't really know. Okay. Time to scratch that itch and show off this guy. So, as I mentioned previously, I had a McDonald's animated Optimus Prime, and his transformation was so much fun. And thinking back, it's very reminiscent of the original G1 Prime. And so when I got this, I was very excited, and it just kind of scratched that itch of McDonald's toy that I lost many years ago. And people were like, "Oh, this isn't as groundbreaking as I thought. It's just the original Voyager, except without the gimmicks." I'm like, I never had the original Voyager, so hey. And also, people were complaining about no G1 stuff. This arrow and these vents, G1 Optimus Prime. Keep talking, G1ers. Keep talking. I will destroy you with facts and logic and absolute knowledge that you have no idea that I was capable of knowing. But, anyways, Bruce said they would make an animated movie, like a live-action animated movie, but that wouldn't be animated. That'd be live action. Technically, the CGI models are animated, but like... And technically, Transformers 1 is animated because it's all just CGI, but there's something about Derek J. Wyatt's stuff that like can't be replicated. Another thing that I noticed YouTubers nowadays is that they're all in it for the views. That they don't care about their viewers. Me, on the other hand, I do care about my viewers. Heck, if a viewer actually came to me on Twitter and said, "Hey, I need some advice or mental help or stuff like that," I would be more than happy to oblige and help them in any way that I can. Now, I can't send many, okay, because I don't have a job, and that's a risky thing to do. So I can't do that, but I can give, like, mental advice and stuff like that, because I've been through some stuff, because I've seen some stuff. And I have no idea what time it is, but I heard my watch go off. It is 1 o'clock. Yeah, I woke up at 11. I couldn't fall asleep until 5 for some reason. There we go. This small little thing. I also like the retractable axe handle. Whoa! Sorry, Love, can you name any good Soundwave figures that don't cost over $37? I need to find a Soundwave figure desperately. Good Soundwave figure. Core class. If you can find one, like, I'm sure core class Soundwave is still $10. I bet you that it's still $10. Could be wrong, because you never know with Amazon and stuff like that. All right, I really like the weapon storage. It's nice. People were a bit like on the fence about it. I was like, it's Transformers. It's weapon storage. It's whatever. And whenever I saw the stock images before I actually got Prime, I was genuinely confused because I saw his feet on the bed. Well, actually, I didn't see his feet. I just saw what looked like these latches. I'm like, that's a bit odd. And I figured that they would do like the standard G1 Optimus Prime thing. Like the standard G1 Optimus Prime transformation, and, well, they did. But I had no idea how the legs would work. And so whenever I got them in hand and looked at the instructions, I was pleasantly surprised by what they did with the 3 wheels here. Well, 6 wheels. Thompson Tank Engine, except as a truck. Anyways. Alright. I was surprised to see what they did here. And honestly, I think it's actually something I've never seen before. And I really liked. Now, I don't know if this was on the original Voyager or not, because I never had it. Clip together. Oh, by the way, so, like, before I started streaming, I noticed Rose was chewing on something. Like, what are you chewing on, girl? And it looked odd. Like, this raised for concern. This is cause for concern. And it kind of looked like a chicken, a toy chicken. No, it like a chicken, but it also looked like some kind of rope toy, except balled up. I'm like, what is that? And so I went out there. I was like, hey Rose, what are you chewing on? And it turned out to be a turtle. I'm like, oh, good gracious. Now the turtle was tucked inside the shell. I don't know if it's alive or not, but I poured some water on it, and I got a bag and put it on top of the playhouse, just to get it away from Rose and Moose. Again, I have no idea if the thing is alive. After the live stream, I'm just gonna go outside and check on the thing to make sure it's alive. If it is alive, I'm just gonna put it in to the garden